Scott Peterson continued today. His attorneys are trying to prove juror misconduct, paving the way for a retrial in connection to the murder of his wife Lacey and their unborn child. The hearing started in February, but the judge extended the hearing to today, giving the defense more time to gather witnesses. KRON 4's Rob Nesbitt reports.
The juror accused of misconduct is Rochelle Nice. Today, a photo in her home, as well as the arrest of her ex-boyfriend, came into question to prove that Nice had it out for Scott Peterson from the start. While producing and creating the A&E documentary, The Murder of Lacey Peterson, Shireen Anderson says she saw a picture on the wall of Rochelle Nice's home. In the photo was a little boy with clothing that said Little Man, the nickname the juror had given Peterson's unborn child Connor 16 years ago. Legal analyst Stephen Clark says the defense brought the picture into question because Nice was pregnant when she was a victim of domestic violence.
What they're trying to do is showing this photograph is more evidence of Miss Nice's predisposition to go after Scott Peterson, and that's what the case is really going to come down to.
Anderson did not show up to testify, but the DA read her account of the picture from court documents. Peterson's defense team clearly struggling to provide witnesses Thursday, as Anderson's photographer of the documentary, Heath Orchard, also failed to show up to testify.
It's unfortunate for the Peterson team that these witnesses have not come forward because they would like to bolster their case through additional information to support the fact that they believe that Miss Nice came into this with an agenda that was not fair and impartial to Scott Peterson.
A third witness who did show up to testify Thursday was Alfreda Brackshear, a records clerk for the East Palo Alto Police Department. Peterson's attorneys questioned Brackshear about a 2001 arrest of Nice's ex-boyfriend Eddie Whiteside after the two got into a fight. Jurors are questioned during selection to see if they've been a victim of a past crime, but Nice did not mention the arrest of her former boyfriend during jury selection of Peterson's 2004 trial.
The defense is trying to say that had we known this information when we were selecting a jury, we never would have placed Miss Nice on the jury, and that's the key to this case.
Tomorrow, Nice's former defense attorney, Nagad Zaki, is expected to take the witness stand. The judge made it clear after today's scheduling issues that the defense needs to do a better job finding witnesses to take the stand. In Redwood City, I'm Rob Nesbitt, KRON 4 News.